It was supposed to be an ordinary night in Las Vegas. The bright lights of the strip lit up the skyline, music echoed from hotel casinos, and crowds moved in every direction. For Elizabeth Suarez, it was the end of a fun evening with a childhood friend at the Park MGM. She pulled out her phone, opened the Uber app, and waited for her ride. She never questioned it. Millions use ride shares every day without thinking twice. After all, ride sharing had become part of everyday life. You open the app, match with the driver, step into the car, and you're on your way. Simple, safe, familiar. But that night, everything went wrong. Elizabeth got a notification that her Uber was arriving soon. She walked out to the valet, scanning for the car. Then she spotted a car that matched the description shown on the app. The man behind the wheel gestured towards her. Elizabeth herself reached for the handle and opened the car door. She leaned in slightly and asked, "Hi, are you here for Liz?" Without hesitation, he nodded and replied, "Yep, get in." Without a second thought, she climbed inside. At first, nothing seemed unusual, but then the atmosphere shifted. The doors locked with a solid, heavy click. Moments later, her phone rang. It was her real Uber driver waiting outside the Park MGM. Confused, Elizabeth answered. On the line, the real driver said, "I'm here to pick you up. Where are you?" Panic flooded her mind. Her heart sank as she realized she was in the wrong car, and she didn't know who this man was. But she knew instantly that she was in danger. Frightened and not wanting to spook the man behind the wheel, she told the real Uber driver everything was fine and hung up. Inside, her mind was racing. If her actual Uber driver was still waiting outside, then whose car was she sitting in? She had unknowingly stepped into the vehicle of a stranger posing as her driver. She tried to stay calm, gently asking the man to let her out. "Sir, anywhere's fine, you can just drop me off here," she said, hoping he'd pull over at the next gas station, at the airport, or just any lit area. But he ignored her. The car kept moving, the locks stayed shut. Her fear grew with every passing second. She thought of calling the police, but the risk of him overhearing terrified her. What if he lashed out? What if he became violent? Instead, she tried another silent cry for help. Elizabeth opened Snapchat on her phone and posted to her story, hoping her friends might realize something was wrong.
Ignores me and I don't care. I just said, "Sir, anywhere's fine. You can just drop me off here." Ignores me and keeps driving.
She posted this on her Snapchat story, hoping to silently alert friends she was in trouble.
In her mind, she was already imagining the worst. She thought, is he going to kidnap me, kill me, anything? All these thoughts were going through her head, and she froze. Still, she tried to plan her next move. When the car pulled into a shopping centre on Eastern and Warm Springs, Elizabeth saw her chance. She discreetly raised her phone and snapped a side profile picture of the man. But the flash went off. The light startled him. Furious, he cursed and demanded, "Give me your wallet, give me your phone, give me everything you have." Elizabeth threw her wallet at him, but she clutched her phone tightly. She wasn't letting it go. Instead of releasing her, he sped up, accelerating through the lot. That's when she realized there was no other way out. Summoning every ounce of courage, she reached for the door handle. By some miracle, it was unlocked. She flung the door open and leapt from the moving car. She hit the asphalt hard. Pain exploded through her body. Her head slammed against the ground, leaving her dazed and bleeding. Her wrist snapped, her ankle twisted violently, and her body rolled across the pavement. The injuries were devastating. Head trauma, a fractured wrist with screws and plates surgically placed, and a shattered ankle, but she was free. She had escaped. Surveillance footage later confirmed the moment, a young woman tumbling out of a car and lying broken on the pavement. Passerbys rushed to her side, horrified at what they'd just seen. Someone called 911. Others stayed close, trying to comfort her until paramedics arrived. For Elizabeth, those strangers became angels, ensuring she made it to safety and then to a hospital bed. Elizabeth's recovery was long and painful. Screws and plates marked her body where bones had been shattered. Every time she looked at the scars, she remembered the moment she leapt for her life. But while he broke her bones, she insisted he did not break her spirit. Her experience quickly spread through local and national media. It became a chilling reminder of the hidden dangers of ride-sharing. Unlike so many stories that end in tragedy, Elizabeth survived. Her story gave a voice, a chance to speak directly to others who might find themselves in similar danger. Elizabeth's survival teaches us a vital lesson. Trust your instincts. If something feels wrong, it probably is. Double-check the license plate, the driver's name, and the car model before getting in. Share your ride details with a friend, and never assume that safety is guaranteed just because an app is involved. Even crime and safety experts who reviewed her case say her actions, posting on Snapchat, snapping the photo, refusing to hand over her phone, and ultimately leaping from the car, likely saved her life.
And that's when I open the car door and it's unlocked and I just jump out without thinking.
That's Elizabeth on the ground back there.
She chose to act, even at great personal risk. She could have frozen, she could have surrendered. Instead, she fought with everything she had. And because of that, she lived. Hit that like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe so you never miss a story.